You're safer here than any place else.
Here we go.
More than what you're giving. This is my life that you're living in. But you step into my house, say you're willing, and then the same shit begins. I know I'm young, I'm forgiving, but I'm not dumb, got my own shit I'm dealing. Think you're smoking too much, yeah, you're clouded as fuck, but you think that you can have me for a lunch. I ain't settling for less, only want the best. That's for me, myself, and I. Yeah, you had your chance, and that was your last. So don't come asking why. If you ain't the one, I don't want it, want it. Think you got it all, think you got it, got it. But I'm already done, running further from it. If you ain't the one, if you ain't the one, if you ain't the one, I don't want it, want it. Think you got it all, think you got it, got it. But I'm already done, running further from it. So please don't come asking why.
I'm already. Fuck off. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, I'm not. Yeah, maybe it was. I'm already. Fuck off. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, I'm not. Yeah, maybe it was a reasonable call, but that's AI pin there. Right, it's in that. Yeah, it's fine. really annoying, isn't it? No. The phone's a problem like that. And that's not even a problem, it's just me being a problem. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, the reason I'm not is because I get, yeah, it's not here. I want to put it on more vibe. It's like, oh, I just guess it was like, oh, someone's blah blah blah, like fucking. It's a good vibe for me to have. But it's one to pick up from others, so. Ow. Right. It's probably supposed to be running the whole time. It's just walking at the beginning and then running. It's not. Yeah. What's up? What's going on? Look, it's just one. Because it's capable. It's good. Like once it. Yeah. It's probably supposed to be running the whole time. It's just walking at the beginning and then running. It's not. Yeah. What's up? What's going on? Look, it's just one. Because it's capable. It's good. Like once you get the computer fixed, then if you have some top end, a little bit more. It's wonderful. It's wonderful in the dirt, that's for sure. It's just 60 k's an hour is a bit. It's taking the piss really, but it's the realm we're living in. You don't even have to. Yeah, you don't have to like piss. You just be fine. You're taking it anyway. It's like just to exist. But there's wonderful parts still. They persist. Thank you. Much love. Those parts are here, right here, right now. That's what can you. I'll be back. I got a little bit of fear. It's really the fear of others and the ones that they don't have a clue. They don't realise they appreciate nature. That's why you're here. They'll be the ones that were insisted on the bitumen road here, but then only a certain ones of those are apparently allowed to traverse upon and be less fear in their clear. I've got a lot in mind, but it's you pick up everyone else's all the time. These ones are all lovely. Look at them. Thank you. There's a lot of cormorants doing little loops and these could come across. There's actually an old bloke down Victor that helped me with that. I was wondering why I was like, there's the other ones I like. Like a fucking retard. I go, so that's how it is. It's how it is. I like seagulls, but bigger with a big beak, and that's how you describe them. If you were me, and perhaps if you were coming upon them for the first time, perhaps if you noticed that there were two different types of seagulls, maybe you didn't even notice, and you wouldn't have heard me say any of this. But there's an old bloke, and he was like, "It was heaps nice. I was eating fish and chips down there. It was beautiful." And he's like, they're cormorants. And yeah, he says something about the beaks. He's spot on, for sure. I didn't have to check Google. I didn't give a shit what Google has to say on that. But the old bloke, he knew. And thank you, mate. I appreciate it. And now I do too. And so I'm grateful for that. And so the cormorants, they've been hanging around more as a result, it seems. They realise I go on a bit, so they've left. But it's alright. I think they might be doves or something. They're pretty cool. So, let's go. I wonder. Part of the concern, or where I'm coming from, It's like it's not about blame, but you could suggest in a way that's like, well, there has been too many dickheads, and it only takes a few to muck it up for the majority, and that's an old saying or thereabouts. It's like, so everyone gets tarnished with the same dickhead brush, right? It's like, oh, I know not to. I like nature. I'm not here to tear it up. It's just like, you know, and I know that this is a shared path. I've worked that out. It wasn't hard. Everything's shared. In fact, that's the other bit that's a bit. Oh, it's too far for some to hear. You share everything. So they're full of fear. I think we own this, we own that. The ones claiming they own this place, effectively, they've inherited that from a bunch of psychopaths that stole it from the men and women that were already on this land, that understood that you share, that's how it goes. But now these current psychos, they're in charge, apparently, so they declare, and they're mind controlled a heck of a lot to try and follow them down the slippery, not so sloped, but it's beyond a joke. A lot of the nonsense going around the place. So that's part of my fear. So I'm going to leave here now, even though it's lovely and comfortable. I'll be back. I've been through a few times in the last couple of days. I'll be back for sure. But yeah, I don't want to get too comfortable for more than 10-15 minutes, as long as it takes for potentially someone misunderstood sort, or convinced that they're doing the right thing by dobbing on someone who cares more about everything than they maybe could possibly even think, because they don't really have the thoughts. They just kind of have the reactions, emotional distorts or something. I don't know what to call them. Myself, I've asked for a bit of rain next few days, because I think we might need some. I think we do, in fact, and everyone here will appreciate that too. Much love, I'm going. You know, I'm not afraid. It's not really fear, it's more like you sense the essence of everything near. And sometimes they don't have to be that near, but not saying run, flee, stand your ground, but fuck me. Or don't, have to do that. Alright, no, it depends. I'd love to need to meet you. It's not that simple. Alright, thanks. See ya. Didn't mean to turn that into whatever. Alright, nice love. Nice love, thank you. Thank you. Alright, cheers. That's good. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes, it's quite handy, that's for sure. Oh, maybe it's first. Alright, it's taking the piss because I put my glasses on before my helmet. As if I haven't done that many times before, he knows that's why he's laughing. Right, Saturday or what? Cheers. Let's go. I said I was doing 30. I won't need more. even overtaken them because I know. You're all right, mate. You're alright. You're okay. He's massive. Go on, pal. Go on. Cool as. You'd be like us yesterday. You're more kangaroo. It was all of you. Go on. Clever. He's awesome. He was a lot bigger at the side here. Like when he was over here, he looked a lot bigger, like broader. You alright? You're alright, mate. I'll leave it to. I'm gonna cruise that back out that way. I'll take a picture. He's going to jump out. There's fences, and that's the thing. It's like, look, I'm not making this about me. It's just like, it's coming out of my mouth, so it's the problem with that. Don't listen. I don't really mind. It's like the same kind that'll have a whinge about me daring to roll, cautiously and reasonably up and down here, which didn't need to have a bitumen road. Right, they put in for the bicycles. Fair enough. I'm not against that. I think it's a good idea. Don't get me wrong. And I shouldn't judge the guy on the bike down there, bicycle. I didn't even want to go past him because I'm like, well, no, that's what I was saying before. Trouble is, a few dickheads have really ruined it for the majority at this point now. I mean, if it was to finish now, it would be quite a shame. You'd be like, oh, that's, because it can go back to being better, like it was, more reasonable, and we can look after nature and one another and not need, to have the bad taste in our mouth from too many dickheads and too many, whatever they think they are, doing the right thing by harassing others and taking away their freedoms. And I was led to that because I was a kangaroo. He was like, fuck, I could see he's like, obviously, he's thinking about crossing there, and good on him for he's learnt to maybe stop. He might have been getting food, water from the edge of the road. That's what happens. The water runs off the road and whatnot. And I've asked for some rain, so for the next couple of days. Looks like it might even be starting. But it's on its way. That's probably a more appropriate or accurate thing for me to say. It is on its way. And it's already started because I already asked for it. What am I saying now? Yeah. I didn't want to go. I know I'm very conscientious. I want causing dramas and far out. I'm seeing things, but I see things before they happen, pretty much. I mean, close to it, certainly compared to a lot of those around that sometimes think that they maybe have your best interest at heart, but they don't. They're a little bit, yeah, they're just confused, it's clouded, they, you know, think it's alright, but they just, yeah, haven't thought that far. Maybe they get there, maybe they're not. Kangaroo was looking, where should I hop? Because there's a road here now, just for bikes. Oh, I'm cool with that. Great idea. I'm on a bike. Lovely. I love kangaroos too, and nature, and it's, yeah, it's working for me, and I'm working for it. It's how it goes. It's not even work, it's love. That's how we flow. But the kangaroo, you can see, he was like, he's run into a fair few fences in his time. He would remember through his ancestry and otherwise, just being part of what we are, part of me, part of the trees, part of the land, you know, and the sea. Yeah, they try to say they own the sea, and they fucking put the sea onto the land, and they're foolish. They're gonna get there, so don't worry. Yeah, I'm sure of that. And anyway, kangaroo, he's experienced the fences. Others, but there's no problem with fences. Fences are great. Like, how else are we going to keep things in and declare what we own? And it's a bit like, well, okay, alright. I'm not really going to argue with you. I'm just saying that, well, you don't own any of it. We're sharing the whole game with the animals and the trees and the birds and the bees and all the lovely things, the clouds and the other versions of you and me. So, but stitching it all up with fucking fences and things I've referred to recently, I don't know if I uploaded it at this stage. I mean, I certainly intend to. I was talking to him about Weary and Shrewbrook, dreaming more or less, realising that, yeah, it's the same. It's me, it's us. It's how we, in a sense, progress. It's just that some of those senses are a bit, they've just become too attached to the fences, and look, they're offended at everything that you say, do, or they don't even really have to. That's how it's happening in their mind, as it's happening in mine and yours. It's our dream time, but they're not so, yeah, not so concerned perhaps about the other parts of us, which are, yeah, are here and stern. No, I just want to say stern about, because I thought it rhymed. I can't remember what it was wrong with now. It's not about that. I'm gonna shut up. Move on. I'm over the road here. That's gonna, you know, maybe one with a bell or won't have a bell, or maybe there'll be none, and I'll be quite pleased with the latter. All of those, I'm fine with. I'm good with. In fact, just saying, it's like anyone that's, yeah, people can make mistakes, but anyone's still got their brain, it's like, well, you know, I know not to. I see men and women, fuck, I don't want to run, I don't want to run over, and I'm not even, the bits of the tracks, yeah, awesome. They used to have a thing called, when I was younger, it's been going for years, it's called rabbit rip. What I was wrong with now, it's not about that. I'm going to shut up, move on. I'm over the road here, that's going to, you know, maybe one with a bell or won't have a bell, or maybe there'll be none, and I'll be quite pleased with the latter. All of those, I'm fine with. I'm good with. In fact, just saying, it's like anyone that's, yeah, people can make mistakes, but anyone's still got their brain, it's like, well, you know, I know not to. I see men and women, fuck, I don't want to run, I don't want to run over, and I'm not even, the bits of the tracks, yeah, awesome. They used to have a thing called, when I was younger, it's been going for years, it's called rabbit rippers. There's a rabbit there, look. The bits of the tracks, yeah. You've got their brain, it's like, well, you know, I know not to. I see men and women, fuck, I don't want to run, I don't want to run over, and I'm not even, the bits of the tracks, yeah, awesome. They used to have a thing called, when I was younger, it's been going for years, it's called rabbit rippers. Funnily enough, there's a rabbit there, look, it could be a hare, depends where you're from or what your persuasion is, and you might be like, no, it's got a big ear. It's a big ear. It's a turtle. That is a turtle. He's not even moving. What your persuasion is, and you might be like, no, it's It's got big ears. So it's a big ear. It's a turtle. That is a turtle. He's not even moving. That's just the legs. There's a turtle with a long hair. He's got a hole in his eye. I don't know. Look, I'm going to not zoom in so much and not get too overthink or too intense. It can happen. I'm not saying there's a problem with that. It's just one needs to know when to pull back. And look, it's time. I've said enough, going nowhere, but any rabbit rippers at like Loxton and all around there. This one called Sand and Swamp, and it was wonderful. Bikes with motors and quads, and I may have had a quad, even though it wasn't. Yep, no, that was a TV show, probably trying to push being paralysed more into people's minds, so that happens more. His was it's Banshee, Danny's. I wonder if you still got it. Actually, I want to see him soon. I'm down this way, and look forward to. Either way, doing that, it was marked out tracks. So it was up at like Loxton and like it's like, it was wonderful. Taught you a lot, and you appreciate the environment. You appreciate bikes. You learn a shitload. It's good for kids, good for blokes, good for girls, good for men, good for fucking everyone. Here's you got bells. Yeah, nice one. There we go. You going? No, they just have bells, they're no voices. That wasn't a euphemism, but yeah, you can take it that way. It's your choice, as everything is. It didn't have a voice, just a bell. That's unfortunate. I mean, look, you get used to using it, and once you know him, it's fine. If you had a shop or something and he came in, it would be like 3 dings for hello and 4 dings for no, too fast, go slow. I don't know. Probably does have a voice. If he doesn't, it's unfortunate, but please let not that ruin the message, the principle of the essence of what I'm attempting to say, which is get the fuck out of here, because this is the thing, they're just I shouldn't be so being judgmental. I've just got kind of the sort that in a way I've been alluding to, not just today, where it's like, they'll complain, I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm here, I'm appreciating nature, but yeah, they don't get that. The only way to appreciate it is to put some latex, spandex, mate, you're heaps faster, yeah. Forget you got a voice, the bell makes you the master. Maybe, it could be taken it too far, could be time to go either way. Much love, bye. Oh, lad, lad. Come on. I just remember saying, and also there it says ready. I didn't do that. But the lag, yeah, some things, there's some bugs I would suggest got a bit ironed out of this particular new version of the old that we've found about. That happens all the time. That's what you think you are. I am. Versions of the old. We don't really go. We just get told. But we always come back. Much like the motorbike. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, hang on. I'll take this off. Oh. Yeah, excuse me. I'll go for this careful one. No, I'm going to carry one. I was more cyclist, and I go nice and slow past them, but it's like, I'm extremely conscientious as I'm about nature, so. And I just remember the little snip that I'd seen of, and it ties in, it's quite, related to me. Yeah. I was watching a collection of things I was in the States, and that dude, Hicks, I stumbled over his footage actually of when those fires were, seemingly had gone through LA. And to be convinced, I was quite frank, it was fake footage, and I spent quite a while looking at it to realise, well, yeah, it kind of is, but everything is in that sense, and it might sound like a real wishy-washy fucking way to make an excuse or make less sense, but still it's difficult to explain. The positive at that point, and that's not what I'm getting into, or was intending to get into now, is that, well, he's real. He could be a really good AI version. This is the thing, we're in this parade, it's very tricky, right? We're in a big dream machine, and that might be whatever, you hear that, you're like, oh, whack, or, I should be, or maybe I sure don't need to be. I used to enjoy it quite a bit. That I meant the stone bit. I just realised when I said whack, it could be, well, I've still done that before, still, yeah, alright. Let's just not get too off track. There was a kid, and he's just stuff out on like the e-bikes and that sort of thing. He's actually a really good dude. He's a good dude. He's good. He talks sense and kind of realise that. Well, I can't realise. I mean, I know that. Yeah, he's not gonna It's a different version, right, of what some of us have known. It's very similar. It's different. It's got a lot of potential, a lot of capability. Oh, much love. The parakeets, they're lovely. I'm in the process of ironing out some of working it out, right? Yeah, and I'll go through that. I've actually documented as I was putting it together and whatnot. I just don't damning with it because there's been a lot of heady things going on. What am I saying now? Anyhow, watching some of his stuff. It was a kid. It ended up being what I didn't really want to see in a sense. What goes on. There's a lot of fuckheads, like cops and things, and they're harassing kids. And it's like, well, that kids going to be kids. Kids, you need to. But yeah, they're the ones that get harassed by grown men in fucking uniforms with, seriously, there was one there, and I'm looking at it going, oh, this could be fake. I was going to put my energy to pull some of the footage apart, but irrelevant, really, because at the end of the day, you're going to ride bikes and you're going to be respectful for one another, and that's how it is. But it's a lot of the dickheads that don't do any of that cause the problems. And I'm not trying to associate that on blame. There you go, mate. So there was footage. There was footage, and it was kids riding, and they were getting harassed by fucking cops. I was through traffic and shit. And yeah, parts of it, I'd seen some things which I thought, there might be this bit of fake provocation going on. yada yada. But this shit seemed very, some of it was certainly, no argument for me, it was real. What the kid said, they're harassing him like the lights, they're saying something, and he's like, he's riding and shit, and he's like, what, we're not allowed to ride on the footpath? Oh, we're not allowed to ride on the road either. Where can we ride? And it was exactly might sound quite bad, it's where we're at. It's ridiculous. They get harassed on the footpath. It's like that here. I hear people like my mum going on, there's a lot of accidents with those e-scooters. Because my housemate had an e-scooter, because you get fucking harassed by the cops that much. It's just for all sorts of, things. You don't have to be doing anything at this point. That's the big problem here. I've got my hand out, you can't tell. You don't have to be doing fuck all. Right? You just minding your own business. I had my bike stolen by the police. I had a licence, it was registered. Wasn't on drugs, wasn't drinking, I'm doing fucking nothing wrong. Never got that bike back, let me not go on. So I've actually had 3 bikes because of the rest of the others taking my house, but let's not get into that. And that, yeah, it's just a lesson in no scarcity. Yeah, same goes for words, so brace yourself. It's going to be a fair city soon, eventually, closer to the one it is become lately. It's been like, oh, yeah. I put that on because I was just wanted to have it sort of like a number plate on there, so they'd see how a quick glance. At least there's a freaking number plate on the back. I was going to get a Commonwealth one. Long story, not get into that right now. There's such a grey area with these things. It's like, well, in Europe, for this particular one, and that's perhaps why it's been restricted, is that gave them a, call it an L1 or something license. It all comes down to freaking money and the markets, where they realise, well, shit, they're not going to be able to sell them. We live in a strange land. They were selling the e-scooters at Audi, yet they were illegal. I was getting told, well, they're illegal. They fucking sell them at Audi. So why aren't Audi getting? It's not, mate. Yeah, it's about, maybe it's higher up the corporate feed chain. I don't know, food chain, or the feeding of those in that point of the game. Maybe perhaps know that. Yeah, look. Let's stop that. I'm waffling on. But what that kid said, spot on. It's like, yeah, and because of a few, you say, because of a few dickheads, they have to. Like, so the summer shit I saw, it was freaking atrocious. And there's and I know firsthand, police they do horrible things. This is the first bit, and I was like, oh fuck, it's a child, and there's these cops saying these things to kids. They know that they're kids, they know that they're children, right? These grown men with freaking weapons, fat fucks often, not always, but in vehicles, in cars, harassing children, little men, right? Little men, little women, being harassed by grown men. It's not good enough. It's not fucking good enough. And that's where the problem lies, a lot of it. But I'm not, it's on all of us. It's not on, that's the thing, not on any one. But anyhow, triggering myself and realising it's time to go. So look, it's a lovely day. It's been wonderful weather down below, especially this time. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that often when I'm here, and I maybe stay for a bit. Try for a little while. It's nice, very nice. I like it. Rambling out. Much love from all of us. And yeah, it's not like I say it only takes a few dickheads. I mean, look, we don't need any more. It's got enough, right? And look, I hope there'll be less. There will be less over time. It'll be less apparent, hopefully, at least. No, they'll be mostly gone. It'll be fine. Here you go. She had a voice. Right, she had a voice. She had a face. She had a smile. She had eyes. Look, that was lovely. Don't take too much, and I'll be a dickhead. Just saying, nothing. Anyhow, I should know. You'd think, or not? Maybe you think you fucking don't. which one are you? I'm like, wow, look, I know. And yeah, look, it's up to you. You go as you go, show as you show. You could talk whatever, no, don't really bother me. Just, what are you doing? Let's talk about that. How about your show? Anyhow, much love. I'm going. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, for sure. Yep, can hurt yourself. Don't want to hurt others. That's for sure. These things will happen. I haven't organised riders that we used to be able to have. Seems. I witnessed a dom. Wonderful. Yeah, for more ways than one can possibly be full to say, or full, or start up, old man up, say, what's it? I did ask around, I said that didn't I? Yeah, it's on its way. Thank you, much love. There you go. Right, I'm going. Yeah. Oh, fuck, it's in part I kind of forgot, but look, and this is something that dude Hick said, and he's right. I see why he says it, like, for sure. And in an ideal circumstance, well, maybe not. I don't know. In a way, because he's like, make sure you got something on filming. And I entirely agree. Get where he's coming from there, because, well, yeah, a lot of, look, some of them tell a lot of lies. It's all they've known is lies. It's all they do. They get rewarded for it. They get paid for it. I get a promotion. Oh, they think it's good to hold a fucking weapon and hit men, women, little ones, big ones, all sorts. They think it's fine. It's not fine. Not in the slightest. Those sort, they don't mind lying. So, doesn't hurt to have have your own. What do they call them? They call them, don't know, they never seem to have them on when you ask for the fucking footage. They've got a funny name for it. It's supposed to be for your safety. It's actually for theirs, clearly. I mean, shouldn't everything kind of reverse. They tend to lose. They haven't got that footage on, and when you actually would like to use it, because yeah, they don't really like you having your own. Oh no, well no. So if no other reason, do it for that. Nah, he's right though. If there's a kind of shame to say in a way, but it's like, well, all I say is it doesn't hurt to have your own footage, be filming it if you're on an e-bike, because you're getting fucking harassed, it seems like, as if you're on, well, that happens nearly on any bike, not on the bicycle one so much, but it does a bit, where you're going to go and get some peace and connect with become one with the realm, because you have no choice but to be focused when you're riding. You absorb more, you see more, that goes against the archonic undercurrent. Right, stop talking, just going on. Yeah, let's go on. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna use that. Oh crap. Oh. Yes, yes. Yes, you're right, you're right. Yes, you're right.